God Factory Wingmen. Is it worth a buy? Let's read. God Factory Wingmen is a multiplayer space combat game played through fast-paced and intensely tactical 4 versus 4 player matches. Customize gunships and start frantic battles with your friends to survive the relentless fire of enemy players. So guys, we have another early access game. It's a space game and it's a MOBA. It just is, guys. That stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. Now, it's not classed as a MOBA on the Steam page, but it just is one. I've played enough of these type of games to know a MOBA when I see one. So, is it any good? No and yes, but really no. The problem is, it has one map, guys. Alright, there's 27 different connotations of that map, which means 27 variable pieces of junk in the middle of the map. But essentially, you have a pretty small map, and on each side of the map there is a giant spaceship. That is your capital ship, and the object of the game is to blow up your enemy ship. I think it's every 2 minutes, the ships fire these huge cannons at each other, which weaken them, and there are various parts of the ship that you can attack with your little spaceships. There is shield generators, there's the core, there's the hull, there's the cannon, there's all kinds of different things. So what you have to do is work as a team, the 4 of you, and attack the ship. You've got to kill the other ships as well in dogfighting. So there's not a lot to do really. That's the problem with this game. It gets old extremely fast. I mean, I'll tell you how fast it gets old. I played 4 games and then I was bored shitless. You see, it doesn't give you enough to justify £15 at the moment. We need a lot more different game modes, a lot more different maps, and yes, it is early access, but I'm reviewing this as an early access game, and is it worth you sinking $14.99 into this game now to play what you are given? And I don't think you are. I don't think you are justified in doing that. You don't get enough. Firstly, 4v4 is pitiful for a MOBA. I mean, World of Tanks is 15 aside, Mech Warrior Online is 12 aside. 4v4? Some people have defended that on the forums, saying that it makes it more tactical. No, it makes it more shit, in my opinion. But, you know, my reviews are all opinionated. I've played it for around about 4 hours, and I just can't get into it. I just can't. I mean, one of the good things about it, like any MOBA, is there's a massive customization content for the game. Essentially, you can switch out different parts of your ship. As you level up, you get more qualified as a pilot, so you can unlock better equipment for your ship. You can totally rebuild your ship. There's 4 races of ship you can choose from, and each race has different characteristics about the ship, which is another good thing about this game. But you can change the wings, you can change the cockpit, you can change the body, the weapons, the modules, and all that kind of stuff. Your battle computer, your thrusters, loads and loads and loads of areas of your ship that you can customize, and you customize it all using in-game currency, not your wallet, which is another good thing. So it's not a free-to-play game. You spend your $14.99 to buy the game, and then it's pretty much free to buy all the stuff inside, but you have to grind to get them. You have to play match after match after match after match, level up, then gradually equip your spaceship with better and better weapons and stuff, and it's just mind-numbingly boring doing that. I don't know how many games I've played now, not a lot, but I've been playing for 4 hours. I've upgraded every part of my ship up to the next rank up, and I'm just piss bored with it. There's just not enough there. Sure, the dogfights is fun, sure it's fun defending and attacking the enemy capital ships, but there's just not enough there. I don't even like the space setting, the debris. There's this woman with horns, this giant statue just kind of floating in space. It's like, sorry, what is that? What's that? It's like, it's nothing like space. It's pretty poor, to be honest. The dogfighting is good. The ship-to-ship combat is good. I do enjoy that. And I tell you what else I like. You take 2 ships into battle with you. One of your ships always remains in the hangar of your capital ship. And what you do is you launch with the ship that you want first, and then as that ship takes damage, you can boost, warp, whatever you want to call it, back to your ship. Dock into the hangar. As soon as you dock, you can switch ships into your other ship, and while you're out in your other ship, the ship that you've just docked with that was injured and damaged starts getting repaired. So you might be out in your new ship flying around for a couple of minutes, that gets hit a few times, you fly back into your hangar, and the ship that you took out initially is ready. So you swap ships again and go back out. You might have one as a fighter, one's a bomber. So you might need to tactically make a switch. Your whole team might be attacking the enemy carrier and you might need a bomber for that. So you just switching your ships around. It does have a negative side of the things, because what I found that I was doing all the time was flying out, pew 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 pew, get shot a few times, fly back, swap ships, fly out, pew 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 pew, get damaged a bit, fly back, swap ships, fly out, and rinse and repeat. And it did get old very, very, very quick. The weapons on the ship, well, you got your main guns, you've got wing mounted weapons, and a couple of special abilities for each race. That's pretty much it. When you look at the likes of Mech Warrior, where you have, you can have like 10 weapons on some mechs, it falls a bit short. I don't know what the end game ships are like in this, because I'll never get to end game. It's too boring. That's the problem with the game. Now, I'm not saying the game isn't worth a buy as a release, because it isn't released yet. It is still in early access. But as an early access model, you're going to get bored of this rather fast. If it's a game that you think you're going to really, really love when it's fully finished, then yeah, it's probably worth diving into if this is really the kind of game that you've been looking for. But it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm going to come back and have another look at it when it's finished, because then it'll hopefully be a lot of different game modes, a lot of different maps. It isn't just multiplayer only. You can play this against bots by hosting your own multiplayer game, but I found that pretty boring as well. So, God Factory Wingmen, nice idea, but the space looks a bit shit. There's not enough players, and in my opinion, there needs to be a shitload of different game modes and maps for this. But as it stands at this moment in time, God Factory Wingmen is not worth a buy.